Hello, Glam Fam. I am back, and I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to see you guys back. As you saw in the title, I'm here tonight to show you how I do my face. If you've noticed, my eyeshadow and everything's already on. I didn't want to put those two together in one video, so I thought I would show you guys how I do my face, contouring, blush, and all that. And then I'll come back another time and we'll do the eyes. So, first thing I do, anytime before I put makeup on, or I usually do this twice a week, I do my own home remedy, which is a face mask. I usually do this and leave it on, then I'll get in the shower and take it off, but I use my baking soda, and I use my honey, and I use a little bit of water until it becomes a paste, and then I put it on, I let it dry, and then I take it off once I'm in the shower. If I'm not in the shower, then I just gently just take it all off. But that's just a remedy that's been in our family forever. So that is the first thing I do. And then usually the second thing I do, any kind of oil, beauty oil will work. I use this one right now. I got this in one of my beauty boxes, and it's called Moonshine of all things. A moonshine of all things, guys. But anyway, I put that. This is on. I like the wand it has on it, and I've already put it on. I just put it in places and rub that in to get my face kind of going a little bit, start to get it soft, and I rub that in first. So that's been on. This has been on long enough. Now we're going to go to our primer. Now, primer, I found that I like this Ulta Beauty one, and usually what I do is take that, it's a clear gel, and I mix it with this clear gel that I had gotten in one of my beauty boxes. Again, in one of my beauty boxes. But I'm going to show you guys step by step what I use and how I use it and apply it on my face. So if I can get this lid off, I'm going to show you guys how I mix my gel, how I mix my primers. First thing I do is put just a couple pumps of this primer here. Oop, my light went off. I think it's on a timer. I really do, because it goes off about, I don't know, once every 30 minutes or so. And then I add this little bit of this here primer I just showed you guys to that. Just about a little, I always put too much. I always put too much. And then I just take it doesn't matter. I take the end of a brush or something, and just kind of mix it around. Because I always put my primer on with my hands. So I don't use a brush or any of that stuff. So I'm trying to get this mixed in. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to use the mirror and try to show you guys at the same time. So I rub it off my hands real good. Get it on my face. And then I just start rubbing it in. Make sure you get, under your eyes and all that right in here, especially right in here, all your dry places. And just rub it really good into your face, and then I work down and go down my neck, over here. And it depends on what top you have on. I mean, if you want to bring your face makeup down with your neck or whatever, or how far you're going to bring it, just depends. It does. It depends on what top I have on. Now, we're going to keep rubbing it because I want it to sink into my skin a little bit. I still want it to be moist, but I want it to sink into my skin, which if you notice, I have a little place right here. Well, that was from one day Dumbo me was curling my hair, and my curling irons get so hot. Well, kind of burnt my head there a little bit, so I'm going to show you guys how we can hide that. Alright, now, we've got our primer on, and my face, to my opinion, is already starting to look a little softer. So, I think we are ready for our face makeup. Okay, this one here, I love it. It's called Rare Beauty. But I have looked all over this bottle, and I can't find the color. I mean, I can give you the number on it, which is on the bottom. The number is 250W. I don't know. There's no color on it anywhere. But anyway, I do like this color. It's by Rare Beauty, and it has a wand on it. So, as you see right here. So what I do is I just take the wand and go do the places on my face, down my nose, the sides of your face, down to here, a little bit down your neck, start working your way down, around your lips. But remember, I'm going to add another color with it. So I don't want to put it real heavy. Now the next color I add, because I really like this, it's more of a for aging skin, and it's by Fit, and it is, what color is this? Come on now, you just, okay, this is a classic ivory, and I think the Rare Beauty, I think I either got in a box or I ordered that from, what's it called, Sephora. I like Sephora because when I order products a lot of times from them, they'll send me like little samples. And just like that, where was it? Just like that gel I just used. Can't find it now. Anyway, the one I just used, that was a sample that they sent me. And also, I'm going to be using some concealer, and I'll just show you. It's made by Hourglass. Now, I always put, like I said, I always put too much. So, what I do is, I waste. Yeah, I know, I waste. I know I do. And so then I start patting, I kind of rub it in where I want it. Right where around your eyebrows, down through here. Sorry guys, I gotta look in this bedroom mirror so I can see a little bit. But you just rub it in all over your face and under your eyes. Your eyes like that. Just make sure you get up in here, all the way to your eyeshadow, or your inner eyes, and then I rub it down in here, my neck. I also put some place up there, which, it helps some, but when I put concealer on it, it will notice it. And then I just take my sponge and I just kind of work that in after I've, put it on with my hands. I just kind of work that in and just let it blend with my skin. Let it sit, let it in, let it settle. Everybody's different, the way they apply makeup. I know I am. I've just always had a certain way I've always done it. And I do get a lot of tips from a lot of the girls on here, a lot of their channels. I get a lot of tips. Like, I know this looks different, but if I had a top on, it would look like, a higher top. It would be like this. So we're not going to worry about this down here, okay? Okay, now. But I like to watch a lot of girls on here, their beauty channels, because I have learned so much from all of those channels. I've learned a lot of tips, a lot of tricks that I didn't know before, but I just did not know before. Okay, now we have this on, and it's still a little wet, so I don't like to apply anything until it dries. So usually I get like a setting spray. It doesn't matter what kind. Now this one is more of a, I'll show you. When you use this, it's like that. It's more of a lighter spray. So I usually take that and put it on my face, let it sit there, and then I take my fan, my little fan, and I just start drying my face. Make sure it's getting dry, so we can be ready for the next step. If I just get this held in my hand good. But you want to make sure it's getting dry, because you don't want all that blended together, or concealer and all that stuff. You don't want it. You don't want to do that. So this is why I do this. It Because with the oil that I put on my face, and then, you know, the primer, and then the foundation, you know, everything, you know, it has to settle a little bit. Well, it does on my face. I have really dry skin, so I just let, you know, I just let everything just kind of sit there for a minute. Alright, next thing we're going to do is concealer. We're going to do concealer, and the one I like, Specs, where are you? The one I like is made by CoverGirl. That is my favorite, and it is in the color are you on the bottom? This is just a fair porcelain. I like them a little bit lighter than my foundation because it seems like it brings out your face more through here and up through here, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Now, usually what I do, I start up here, and because I have creases right here, so I fill in those creases and I'll run it down anywhere I see creases through here. I run it over the creases and over to the side, and then about right in here, I stop with it. Right in here like that. Alright. And then I put it also like through here. So there's one there. And then I go down where the other creases are, down under my mouth, and go to the side. And I do the same thing over here. Now, you know, now you guys know why I didn't want to do both of the eye and face same time. And another thing, if this runs too long, what I'll do is I will speed this film up. So if you see me go jibby jabber, like, you know, faster than I usually do, it will be because I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit in case I do. Anyway, now we got that part, and I got a product. Love it. It's a sample. Got it from Sephora, and what this is I'm going to order me a big bottle. This is by Hourglass, and this is what you put underneath your eyes, concealer. I like it because it really makes my eyes right underneath there. I have like a few places wrinkles and stuff. This stuff is awesome. I put it right here, and I just kind of brush that on. It's weird. It's kind of weird little wand. It's got, you guys see that or not? It's got little holes in it. It's like a little wand, plastic, hard plastic, and then it has like little holes in it. It's kind of weird. But I put that right under my eyes, which I'm almost out because I love this stuff so much. What I like about this little wand too, it has little holes in it. So if you press on one side, it pushes it to the other, pushes more to the other side, so you can just turn it around and put that on there. But remember, we're just doing it under the, I do it underneath the eyes. Okay, now we're going to get our sponge. I use a smaller sponge, and we're going to push that in around the eyes first. Let's push that in like that, and like this. Very lightly. I do it usually pretty light, just enough to get it to blend in there. And that looks like that. And what I do too is I get the Hourglass setting powder. Guys, this is another sample I got. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh, I've used a lot of setting powders, and they always seem to end up coming out dry. They show my show my lines down through here. This is the only one that I have found that does not do that. And what I'm looking for right now is a little bit of fluff brush. Something like this. Nope, sorry, not that one. You don't want that one. You want, probably this little bit smaller one. I just pat it on anyway. And I dip it in there. I dip it in here. And then I just kind of tap it under my eyes and just barely rub that in. That's my face. I hate makeup sometimes. It smears all. You can get stuff on your face you didn't even know was there for this makeup stuff. Now I got one side done. Now we're going to go to this side and do the same thing. We're going to put that setting powder right in there. We're going to press it down like that. Over here. And it does, it's pretty good at covering up age spots and stuff too. I've got a couple on my face and it does pretty good. Now, anyway, I do love that setting powder very much. So I'm going to also order me a big thing of that, which I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting all the time, but I will do it. Now, we've got to get our other concealer rubbed in now, and we're going to do it up here. Push that until we get it where we want it. And all I do is just pat that, and I just go back and forth till I get it about where I want it. And I know it looks a little lighter, but once I get it all blended, it won't. It won't. And then I just go down my, the places that I put it, and I just keep patting it in. Patting it in. It's going to be a little light. It's going to be a little lighter than your face, but by the time we get done with the bronzer and everything and the highlight, it'll blend together. Alright. Now, we've got that done. Can you guys tell any difference at all? I can. I can, especially through here. I get those fine lines and everything here, and I'm telling you, that hourglass is really good. That concealer and the setting powder. I'm not using anything else. I'm ordering it. That's all I'm using. Did a little bit sample. Like I said, I still got a whole lot. Alright, now we have got all that done. Now we're going to use bronzer. Alright, now what I use is this. I use the Wet n Wild, these colors. I really don't know what colors they are, but they're these colors right here. Now, what I'm going to do first is I usually use a brush like kind of this thick for the top of my forehead. I usually use that up here, so I go into my brown, the brown or bronzer, and I just kind of pat that up here. Like that. I just kind of pat it in, and then once I get it about where I want it, then I grab my bigger brush right here, and I just kind of brush and kind of rub it all in at the same time. Swish back and forth, and then I just kind of do this too. A lot of people don't. They'd rather do, that, but I don't know. I found I like doing that part. It seems like it blends in better like that, but everybody's different. Everybody's different. Now, we're going to do the bronzer down through here. We're going to carve our face right through here. So, I'm going to probably sit here and look at the mirror, but I'll show you guys after I get it down. I usually start right up by the hairline. I come down about this far. I come down that far. And I usually do both sides first. Go up to your hairline, right by the top of your ear. And then come down maybe halfway through your face, about halfway. Right there, like this. And then I put a little up here for that spot, up here for that spot. And now I'm going to get the big brush out. And we are going to blend that in. And like I said, I usually do this, but I also do this, which as you can see, is blended in really good. That's why I love this Wet n Wild. It's not an expensive product, and it just really, it blends really good. I like it. But I know there's probably a lot better products out there, but I just don't, there's a lot of nice ones, the more expensive ones, but I'd like to, if you guys know a good brand that you'd recommend, I would, let me know, because I really like I like to try that stuff. And make sure you go all the way down under your chin, here, here, through here. Now, like I said, guys, don't sit there and say, oh, she's doing that wrong. This is just my way. This is just my way of doing it. And it looks like we're up to 20 minutes. I'm really going to have to speed this up fast. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the blush. The blush. And I use this right here. I got this in a box. I think it's, I don't know, some different foreign name. I don't know what it is. But I use this. But I use the cream first. This cream. Kind of like a harder type cream, and what I do is I just stick it on my finger, and then I go right above where I made that line, you know, where I carved my face, and I bring it down like that, and we have this and this. And we're going to blend that in now. We're going to use this brush again. And I'm blending it in. You know, you can make it as dark as you want to. Now, you guys know, I usually go darker, but I'm not going to tonight. I'm just going to keep it just kind of, just a tint, you know, just a tint there. I hate to go faster because you guys know me. You know me. I'm slow as a turtle. Alright, next thing we're going to do, we are going to do our glimmer. We're going to do our highlighter. On that, I use the Milani. I love Milani. Right now, that's the only one I am using. I've used several others. Don't like them. So I like, this is my favorite, and this one is my favorite. So what I'm going to do, I usually put my highlighter right in here. Right in here. So that's what I'm doing now. A lot of people don't put their highlighter like I do. But I like to put mine there because it brightens your eyes. You know, when you're older especially, it helps brighten your eyes. And it makes you look more awake. And that's what I'm doing to this side. I try to bring it on the side there a bit. And then I just, any brush will work. Now I just try to blend it in a little bit there, like that. I'm kind of doing a hurried job. I hate that, but this video's getting to be too long already. I swear, I just started, guys. It seems like. And then usually I put a little bit right up in here. Just a little. You can use like the gold or the white and just barely tap it, you know, in there. I usually put a little bit of white here on my tip of my nose, just to kind of bring out the glam. Right in here, just keep rubbing it until you get it about the way you want it. You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb, but you kind of want that little bit of a, you know, just a little bit. And then I usually put right down here on the Cupid's bow, right here. And then I take a little bit and I put it right here on my chin, right here. And I blend all that in really well. And sometimes I'll take my fingers, just kind of smear it around. And if you want a darker blush, like me, I like darker blushes, darker colors. So after I put that cream on, a lot of times I would just grab like a light pink like this, and then I will go back over where that pink was, or where the cream was, and I will just put it right in here like this. And then you've got your glow up here, and then of course you've got your blush here. So that's what we be doing. That's what we be doing. Like that. Like this. If you want a little, like I said, if you want a little more color in your face. And I'm going to put my lipstick on. I'm not going to use a liner because I'm running out of time. whatever you guys call it, lip gel. You want to know, just ask me in the comments and I'll tell you. Okay, I'm just in a hurry now. And I just rub it in there. Sometimes this stuff kind of leaves an edge marker. I don't like that. But I just kind of want, go my lips like that. And your lips, look dry. Because you have all that makeup down there. Of course, mine always has it. And it is a lot easier to use a lip liner. But I was in a hurry. So, I think I should have. I'm having a harder time. I really am. Having a harder time without that liner. Got on my teeth. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. My teeth already got some on there. I get messy when I get in a hurry. I'm going to let you guys go. And I'm going, like I said, I'm going to speed this video up. And the next one I make, or somewhere along the line, I'm going to make one with doing my eyeshadows. And also, I also have a mannequin head coming that has its own hair in it. I'm also going to start hairstyles on that mannequin. And we'll probably start with small and we'll just build ourselves up. And I'll probably start doing hairstyles about once a week. And probably start doing a few makeup tips or whatever once a week also. In between everything else that, anything else I do, guys, you guys know me. I'm going to let you go so I can get this video up and edit it and cut out some of these terrible parts. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got some tips from me. That's just the way I put my makeup on. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.